big update today. Haven't posted a video in a long time, and there's a reason why. We actually moved. Me and my wife decided to move from our last house, and we ended up buying our parents' old house. So it was kind of crazy the last couple of weeks, trying to move everything, going on vacation in the middle of all that. But I just want to give you guys an update today and show you the new Watson garage. I've got a lot more space out here. I believe this side of the house, or it's like a barn dominium for what a lot of people may call it. It's a 35 by 62 on this side of the house for my new slab. I just wanted guys to show you what I'm working with. I got to do a lot of work. My dad had some stuff built up on this side of the house and platforms I didn't want or anything else. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to get my garage back under control, and then I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of what my next project's going to be. But here we go. Here we go. We got a lot more land here. But this is the new Watson garage right here. Over here, I want to do. I got a workbench here, but I'm going to raise it higher, and then make it go all the way across over the toolbox. So it'll start from there where that thing is. Like I'm gonna be a little taller, and it's gonna go all the way over to where them cords are hanging right there. I'm gonna make that entire workbench over there. And then over here, there's actually a workbench buried between all of our boxes and stuff like that. I'm gonna build that all up. And then from that wall, all the way, I'm getting rid of every bit of that stuff over there. And it's gonna give me a lot more space to put a car over there and just have more space. And then this shop is kind of like segregated in two halves. My dad had this as a shop, and then the back half, he had it as a man cave, as he always called it. But right now, this is where my bus is kind of hiding. I'm eventually probably going to move some of the stuff over here, and then I'm probably gonna put 2 cars back here. But back here is they got like a full kitchen and stove like that, and then this is where I want to end up putting. My bus is gonna stay here, and then my dad has a 1961 Impala that I'm probably put over here. So so I got a lot of work ahead of me, but the good thing is now I got a big shop, and I get to do one of the projects I wanted to do for a long time. I actually started this project a year ago, and we moved to our house that we were before, so it got kind of put on hold. But I get to eventually, once I get the shop pulled out, I'm going to put the blue 84 GMC in there, so it's nice and protected by the weather. I mean, it is all covered out here, but we'll have that too. And then this car out here, this is it's a 1961 Chevy Impala. I bought this for my dad, man, but it's been like 4 or 5 years ago. I actually bought him one. It was a 4-door hardtop, or four-door sedan, I'm sorry. And we actually found this 4-door hardtop with a lot nicer car. It's all original. It got the 283 2-speed power glide, stuff like that. So with the big shop, I'm going to actually get this out of this little canopy that I built and get it cleaned off. It just gets kind of, you know, the dirt and stuff like that. So I want to put that in the shop and kind of protect it, because this is my dad drives this car when he comes home, and just kind of protect it. I'm going to keep it in the family for a while. But I have a lot bigger yard now. Plenty of room for my boys to play in, and they're excited. There's more of my other project. There's a Volkswagen thing, and I believe that truck's a 86 Chevy C10. Very, very similar to my 84 GMC. That's what it is. But the project I'm really, really wanting to start is it's my 1962 Volkswagen double cab truck. It's in real poor shape right now. It needs a lot of rust down here at the bottom. It's got some rust on the top. It's full of a lot of Volkswagen parts I got. The back's tore off. But I mean, it definitely needs some work. I have a they call it a tilt dolly, that you actually put a dolly underneath it, and you can actually tip the entire vehicle over to its side. I'll do a little pictures real quick there for you. You can kind of see what I'm talking about. But I'm going to build that and take the suspension completely off of it, And then I want to get the dustless blasting. It's kind of like sandblasting, but it's water with the media inside of it. So what that does is it really doesn't do a lot of the heat effects that sandblasting does, especially on Volkswagens. Volkswagens are very, very thin metal, for say. And the last thing you want to do is heat on these stuffs, because it's just going to warp it like that. So, well, once I get the jig built, which already half of it's already built. Once I get on the jig, rip everything out of it, all the suspension, transmission, all that stuff, I'll end up putting on it, and then I'll actually get to start working on this. So, this is by far like probably my favorite Volkswagen. And I was real lucky about 3 years ago to actually just find one, and then not only be able to find one, be able to actually find one that I can actually afford, because the prices on these things are insane these days. But no, that's going on. I think I'm going to make that my next project. So as soon as I get this shop cleaned out, which is going to take a lot of work because my dad left a bunch of stuff, which is good and bad. He left a lot of building materials, lumber and stuff like that I can build this big shelf that I'm going to do on that wall where my toolbox is. So that kind of helps me, but then he also left me so much extra stuff I don't even need. So we're going to go from there. All this junk. See, he left me a hoist and all kinds of fun stuff. And another thing I'm thinking about doing is, I think right here, off to the side, I want to make it where I can still use this door. Eventually that door is probably going to go away, but that's years down the road. But I'm currently looking at doing a 2-post lift system. Put it like right here, so I can actually pull a car here, lift it up. I got plenty of height to deal with everything, and that'll just help. That'll help me with that truck too as well. But put it over here, put my blue truck over here, and then have stuff like that. And my dad, I don't know, he had a golf cart he used to have to put underneath here, and then there was a bunch of material, like he had like a wood rack up there, and a lot of it, I mean, he had all this stuff. This is several sheets of plywood, several sheets of metal. He had trim, because when he built his house, he trimmed, he did everything himself. And there's still trim way over there. There was so much trim up there. I mean, I made like 3 trips with my truck just to get it all off of there, because I need this material right here to actually build that workbench on that other side of the wall. But it's been taking me like forever just to get rid of all this junk off of it, just so I can even attempt to use it. So I'm going to clean all that off. All this has got to go. Over here, there's actually a what do you call it? He kept his generator and an air compressor, and there's a hoist lift right there. But like I said, all that's going to go. I need the room over here to put the GMC, the 84. I'm going to park it over here on this wall so it's nice and tucked. And then, like I said, I'm going to put the bus and then that 61 Impala I showed you guys out there. I'm going to put it right here so they're all nice and tucked and protected from the weather. And then I'm probably going to have one of my golf carts right there, because my kids, they play on the golf carts. And then and hopefully I'll have this whole area to start the fun. The fun on the double cab. Oh. Well, there's only one thing to do, and I guess I gotta get my butt off this camera and get the clean. guys, that's all I have for today. I just want to give you guys an update. I've been working my butt off, going to work every day, coming home and packing and moving and moving. I'm also having to, move my house to this house, but I'm also having to help my dad move from this house to another house. So a whole lot of movement going on. So I haven't done hardly any videos. But I had one of the guys comment, like, what's happening with the garage. I haven't seen any videos, but this is it. But hopefully, today I've been working a lot on the shop, and hopefully probably within a week or maybe two, just depends how much I do work. Let's see how much I can actually get done in this shop. And unfortunately, the coronavirus has really kind of changed everything. So I've been working at work, but we've been talking about having to telecommute back and forth, and so that kind of is just really messing up everything. It's just just kind of just disrupts every little part of it. Trying to find food and and the glorious toilet paper, but we're good for now, so we ain't got to worry about toilet paper. But hopefully, we're just hoping that everything will blow over. We hope all you guys are doing okay over there and staying healthy, and hope none of you guys get wrapped up in this whole coronavirus stuff. But hopefully it'll just be a thing of the past, and we can get back to normal lives, and then hopefully start working on maybe one of your projects or whatever, like I'm hoping to get to do. But I do appreciate you guys sticking with me, and just keep a lookout for the next couple videos, and hopefully next video, that Volkswagen truck, we sit right in my shop. All right, guys, you take care.